Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. Doing your areas of life reading for the month ahead. So we're going to be checking out various different areas of life, see if there's any spaces or places we want to spend a little bit more time with for the month. This particular spread starts at the end first. So we're looking at how we're measuring happiness, how we're measuring success, and seeing how the other energies are either supporting or causing issue with those focuses for the month. So as I shuffle out your guiding energy, I would love to invite you to join the Kindred family if we're not already connected by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click like on this video if something resonates with you. Drop a comment down below. Would love to hear any feedback that you would have to say, of course. If you're interested in your own personal reading, you can connect with me on Etsy. Link is in the description bar below. I curate all kinds of content on my Etsy shop to assist you on your spiritual journey, path, and purpose. And I'm always curating new content, so make sure you check it out if it's been a little bit. Okay, let's get started on our reading. Let's take a look how you are defining happiness this month. Ooh, the Fool. You know, I know this is Aquarius's power card, but okay. Feels very saggy to me. So you are measuring your emotional fulfillments by adventure, faith, stepping out on faith, taking action toward something that's meaningful to you, but that you don't necessarily know how it's going to impact your life. You're kind of just taking that step of faith, that leap of faith, and moving toward it. It could be a cliff or something else. Love that, honestly, for you. Success is measurement by the Nine of Pentacles. This is actually really interesting. So you're measuring your happiness based off of adventures. You're measuring your accomplishment by, the worldly, stacking them coins, man. And again, Pentacles talk about time, energy, resources. So it's not just money per se. But it's pretty much any worldly, tangible, anything that you can trade basically for worldly, tangible goods, if you will. And of course, has time, energy, resources primarily. Time, energy, money primarily, but could include other resources as well. Very interesting. There feels like there's some sort of a juxtaposition there. Not to necessarily say that they're going against each other, because they are not necessarily, but we do have a labradorite joining us today. I love this crystal. And of course it is magic, magic, magic. Let's look at love for you. Okay, 4 of Cups. You just ain't feeling it. It looks like this month. That's definitely not your focus. Love is not your focus. This could also be saying that you just have a disinterest in love-related things, which is a bit disturbing. But let's go ahead and look at pursuits. Let's get a whole spread for you. Okay, Sun energy. Could have Leo in your chart as well. Your earthly pursuit section to me is full of vitality. It's full of joy, enjoyment. And if it is not, there's a strong encouragement to follow that which brings you joy. And I feel like these energies are definitely talking to each other. The Fool and pursuits are definitely talking. So there's a lot of fire energy, passion, will, purpose, forward momentum being associated with your pursuit section. Again, that could actually be hindered if you're stuck in something that is not emotionally satisfying to you. So be mindful of that as well. I know you're focused on your coins, but also be mindful of things that fulfill you and make you happy and joyous and that you enjoy doing. We spend a lot of time in career. We want to make sure that we're enjoying what we're doing, to some extent anyway. So in our flow space, so our flow talks about alignment, path, purpose, that sort of thing. When we are, just like in that sweet spot where we're just kicking it towards our goals. And we have the 3 of Swords here. So I feel like your flow could be feeling stunted if there's some unaddressed issue as far as the healing space goes, like healing feels internal and it actually feels connected to our Four of Cups. Why are you so disinterested? Is it really the opportunity that's being offered to you? Or is there something going on deeper in those inner spaces? Let's take a look at spiritual and personal. So these two energies on the periphery are like kind of supporting advice cards on things to be mindful of. So we have our Empress energy and spiritual. So our Empress is the mistress of nurturing and nourishing, the seed of all of these things. Our passion, passion and purpose. So that's our fire energy. Our emotional, spiritual, creative spaces, as well as our earthly resources. So time, energy, money, those sorts of things. And our mind space, so communication with spirit, those sorts of things. Our Empress is so productive because she is in a complete alignment and in complete understanding of who she is and what she is meant to do. So she is super productive in all areas of life. You know, she makes it look easy, you know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at our personal space here. I'm happy that that's there. We have a Seven of Cups energy here for you. This feels like a potential hindrance. Either having an overabundance of options or just kind of being like having squirrel moments or like shiny moments where you're just, oh, you see this and oh, you see that. And it's like an inability to like actually focus your fire energy on one thing. As mutable fire, that's one of our biggest challenges. My Venus is in Sagittarius, so I get it. There are a lot of things that I enjoy, that I love, that I'm curious about. But you can't, you know, what's the phrase? You chase two rabbits, you get none, that sort of thing. That's not to say that you can't do various different things, but it's like one thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time. And if you have been quote unquote multitasking, you're probably not seeing fruit the way you would like to. And that could be causing this disinterest here. Like you go after something for a period of time, but not really long enough to see any real profit from it or any abundance or any harvest from it. And then you kind of get disinterested and move on to the next thing. You feel like it's just a failure when really you're not giving enough. You're not putting enough time into allowing it to mature. So I feel like there's just kind of an overall message around being mindful. Like it's good to be curious and to follow, you know, where your heart is calling you and to have faith in these different things. But it's also important to understand that if you don't invest in something long enough for it to actually produce a harvest for you, meaning that you need to invest in something long enough to actually see fruit from it. Once you see fruit from it to a certain level, then you can venture off into the next thing. I also feel like it's like being mindful about like what's the term when you make it, there's romanticize. When you romanticize either an option or something of that nature, you just romanticize the thing, but it's not real. Okay? You're defining success by real harvest, tangible manifestations of harvest. Is this practical? Is it proven? Can I eat from it? Can I feel it? Can I touch it? Can I taste the result of it? And if the answer is no, then we're revisiting. But if the answer is yes, we're making sure that we're investing enough into it in order for it to actually get to the point where it's producing for you. All right, Sagittarius, these are the messages I was channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming message. Bye.